1 in every 7 billion people in the world is a victim of bageling. This is a story of that one person.
By all accounts, Kyle Willis was a normal boy with a normal childhood.
This blissful childhood, a blessing for so many, was an absolute nightmare for one reason and one reason alone.
They said the first time it happened was the day I was born. I came out the minute I was supposed to. They called it the perfect birth. I was the perfect baby.
What happened next has been discussed by experts for years. The premise of being bageled is as follows. On any day, at any moment, a human being can be hit by a bagel, seemingly out of nowhere.
The fascinating thing about being bageled is that you have no idea where it comes from. There's no bagel 1 second, and then bagel the next. It's almost as confusing as the tomato incident of '85.
Over the years, Kyle had numerous accomplishments. He was the youngest person to ever finish a marathon, which he did for his 4th birthday. He transcribed the entire Harry Potter series into Latin. He even guest starred on the finale of the beloved comedy Full House as the Olsen twins' love interest, earning himself a spin-off sitcom, Totally Kyle. But it wasn't enough.
I've been getting bagel once a month since I was born. It's ruined every Halloween, Christmas, even Flag Day was a disaster.
After 3 seasons of his sitcom and his side job as an amateur doctor, Kyle could handle the fame, but he couldn't handle the bagel game.
It became too much. And there were just too many kinds. Asiago, sesame, rye, blueberry. You just never know when it's gonna happen, you know? I used to walk around with cream cheese in my pocket because I thought maybe that would help defend myself. 2 years later, I switched to butter. Maybe my attacker didn't like schmear on his bagel.
Kyle agreed to come out of seclusion for this interview to relay a special message to whomever has plagued his life in such a way. If you had one message for your bageler, what would you tell him?
I would tell him that it didn't have to be like this. That maybe in another life, we could have been friends.
Not much is known about Kyle anymore. He recently tried out for the Real World Cleveland, but was rejected because the producers were worried that a bageling would take place during shooting.
He was also a little too Cleveland. But for everything Kyle should be known for, ghost writing the Twilight series and dating Rachel McAdams, this young man will only be defined by one thing.
Cut. Thank you. You can go now.
Why? You want this bagel? You want it? Get that camera out of my face!